guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So today I have a sister lock update, or really not an I guess it's an update, but you know, I'm talking about my journey, some things that I have come to realize over the past couple of weeks, and I thought it was just kind of fun to bring you along. So before I get carried away, let me go ahead and introduce myself. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and if you're older but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy, and that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup, but please just call me Ash or Ashley. Now, I'm doing my sister lock video because, you know, I have been documenting my journey. I'm about 19 months in. Kind of sound like how people describe their children. You'd be like, okay, they're a year. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's kind of important for lock status. Like, my locks are 19 months old. They will be 2 years old on November 20th. And I did just recently do a video on May 20th when my locks turned a year and a half. So I just wanted to come in and show you what my hair was looking like at the moment, and also some things that I have noticed with my hair, especially because I have low density hair, and it's soft. Yeah, it's that soft, fine, low density. Yes, that is my hair, although it's not giving low density right now. And it's still giving fine, and it's still giving soft, but it ain't giving low density or thin. So that's the other part I wanted to say. Thin, fine, low density, soft hair. That is me. So as you know, there are not a lot of ladies out there, or I had trouble finding a bunch of people to talk about their sister locks, so they have low density hair or fine hair or soft hair. So I definitely wanted to go ahead and document my journey. And plus, because I have my makeup channel, you know, and visibly my hair was going through some type of transformation. Now, I keep saying that this has been the best decision of my life, and I really still feel that way, okay? So the past 2 weeks, I've just noticed a lot of transitioning in my hair, which I think is a great thing. I am actually probably 8 weeks out from a retie. I have not gone 8 weeks before without a retie. If I have once before, I have forgotten. I usually go every 6 weeks. Now, I did have somebody write on my channel that, you know, it was just too much, but it's working for my hair. I like to keep it like that. But this is the longest time I've ever gone, because I had some trips, you know, trying to live my life, be outside again, you know. I had some trips planned, and then I was supposed to go last week, which would have been a few days ago, actually, on Friday. So today's the 27th, so it's Monday. So I was supposed to go, you know, on the 24th. But, you know, she had to move me. No, I was supposed to go on Saturday. But anyway, she had to move me back one more week. And that's fine, because she's accommodated me, you know, with my work schedule. But there were some things I was like, okay, well, let me just come on here and show you how I'm feeling, and things I've noticed, and things that you might notice when you're taking this journey. And, you know, everybody's locks are going to look different, but these are things I've noticed as having fine hair, soft hair. Like I said, low density is not really giving me an issue right now, because I feel like my hair has gotten very thick, and as you can see in here. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to talk about my hair now and some things I noticed before I get a retie. I'm due for a retie. I'm going on Friday, so that would be the 1st of July. And I'm going to wash my hair. I have done a style video before, so you can check it out. It's down in my Sister Lock playlist. And I'm going to show you what my hair looks like after I wash it. And then I'm going to come back after the retie so you can see what it looks like then, okay? Now, one thing I have definitely noticed in the past couple of weeks, that my hair has gotten so much thicker. Like, you can just tell in here, in the crown, when I pull it back, you know, it's like you're not giving the scalp like how I used to before they started maturing. Like, even just pulling it back here, it's really thick. I have been wearing it back like this before. And I have been able to do a little top knot, you know, so I just kind of pull it all up. I was on vacation. I went to Mexico, and, you know, it was just really nice where I didn't have to worry about my hair. And I just pulled it up. And I'm very careful not to pull too tight, okay? So you don't want to pull your hair too tight. And just put the pony on, and I'll just kind of wrap it around here. And it's been wonderful because also it's summertime in Chicago. You know, the weather is like 80, 90 degrees and humidity. And what I've noticed, I'm like, okay, it's getting hot on my neck. You know, my hair is definitely growing. Like you can see all the new growth. I also have a couple of little baby locks right here. I believe I mentioned this in my 15-month video. And these, you know, it's kind of like new hair, and she doesn't want to combine it with another lock because, you know, it'll make the other lock big. But we might have to, we'll see. But these two are staying better. Before they kept slipping, and they were slipping when I washed my hair. And when they first started, they were so short, I couldn't really braid it. But when I washed my hair, I just washed, you know, I braided here. And then I'm, you know, braid the other couple of sections just to kind of catch those particular locks. Now, you know, I have fine hair. I've talked about that before. So one thing I have noticed, so the longer I've gone without a retie, I have to do separation almost every day. I have locks that I need to separate because of my hair texture being fine. And the locks, they just kind of, you know, the frizz starts happening, which is fine. But they're like, a lot of times I'll have a couple that are just like, I need to separate them. Just like how after you wash your hair and you need to go through and separate your locks, I'm finding that I have to do that a lot because of the new growth, my texture of my hair, they tend to want to, you know, stick together basically. So I am constantly separating my hair every day, basically. I'm not taking the time and going through each individual one, but I am finding myself where, okay, you know, maybe this little front spot, you know, I need to go ahead and just take a couple and, you know, just go ahead and just separate them. At this moment, I think I just separated some, so I'm not going to find any, but you see all of the new growth, you see. And because my hair, like I said, is fine, it's just like, it's catching on to each other. So I just go through and I separate them just to keep them separated so I'm not having any matting issues. See right there, I had to just kind of separate that one. And when I separate them, you can feel like it's just pulling. So I kind of pull very carefully because, you know, I don't want to damage. Like, okay, so then we have this lock right here that I'm holding. I can tell right now by the roots that they need to be separated. So I'm just going to go ahead and just separate them. So, and I'm not sure if you can hear that small little sound, but it was definitely like pulling apart. So now they're separated. So I'm definitely finding myself having to go through my hair and do that. Another thing that I'm being careful about because I'm getting so much new growth and my hair definitely grows faster in the back. And the texture is a little bit different, and I have a lot of frizziness in the back. And I'm going to lift some up, and I'm going to turn around so you can see. You know, it's definitely a lot bushier. You know, it gets tangled a little bit more easily. And this is without me doing any styles, and I put a bonnet on when I go to bed and everything like this. But it's just like my hair texture, they're just kind of catching on each other. So I feel like that's one thing that you can definitely expect, because before I wasn't having to go through the separation process when my hair was a lot thinner. Ask me, do I care? I don't care, because I'm like, finally, my hair is thick. Thank God. I'm also being careful of just running my fingers through the hair, especially to the back, because, you know, it'll get to a point where I run it through and then I'll catch it on the lock. And I'm thinking that sometimes the lock has to be separated, but it's just that much new growth where I'm going to put my hand through the lock and I don't want to damage any of my hair. So, you know, when I'm at home, sometimes I just kind of try to put my bonnet on, you know, so I can stop playing in my hair, especially at a certain time at night, because, you know, I don't know, it's sometimes a little therapeutic for you to just keep, you know, going through your hair and playing in it. And that's all fine and dandy, but it's just like sometimes I just need to keep my hands out of my hair. So those are things that I've just definitely noticed. The thickness has been great. It's not feeling thin anymore. Like I said, I can do that high little top knot. I can even, you know, do a regular ponytail, you know, and have a little bit of hang time at this point. When I do wear headbands. So I have been wearing, let's see, Let me grab it real quick. All right. So, you know, I've been wearing some headbands like this and I wore it today. I would just definitely say make sure, like these I kind of had to break in a little bit. They were a little tight. I couldn't wear them for very long because you still, even though your locks are maturing or you're getting to a certain point where it's like, okay, they're getting thick. You don't want to pull them too tight. You don't want to have, you know, pulling right here. And, you know what your hair can take. And you want to be careful of the edges for sure because they're definitely going to be weaker, especially by having fine hair. But I have found it have been helpful. You know, sometimes just keeping my hair out of my face on these hot summer days. So those are things I definitely wanted to share. Like, you know, the weak parts are off. Everything's kind of looking good. It's doing what it's supposed to do. So, and I haven't washed it in really like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. I haven't washed it. So the thicker it gets, you're gonna not have to wash it as often. So like I mentioned before, I'm not washing my hair as much anymore. It's definitely not, you know, feeling oily. Some days it can feel a little bit more oily. Maybe if I was sweating a little bit in my hair because of the humidity, being in the hot sun or whatever. But it's gone back to not feeling, you know, what's the name? I have been spritzing it a little bit lately with water, just here and there to kind of loosen it up. Like I said, you know, sweating, just kind of giving the locks the moisture. Of course, I've told you I'm taking my vitamins and everything, so I'll link those down below, and I've talked about those a few times. But I just wanted to come in and show you some observations, show you what my hair was looking like, because that's what I like to see. I like to see, like, okay, this is where you started, this is middle, all the little things in between, this is what you're looking like now. So I like to show you guys, like, hey, if you have my hair texture, you know, your hair is not going to look exactly like mine, but you can expect it to probably pick up and start getting thicker. You know, the frizziness is still here, right here, but it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So when I come back, I'm going to show you what my hair looks like after I wash it, okay? After being, you know, so far along with not having a retie. And it does look good, but my concern is just all the separating I have to do. I don't want my locks to be, you know, matted together. Plus some of the integrity of the locks because it's so long in the back. You know, I'm having like spaces of new growth this large in the back, which is what we want, but I don't want, you know, the lock to mess up. Plus I have these little starter locks right here, these little babies, and they can definitely use a couple little TLC like this one. So this one, it might not make it, y'all, because look, it just might. Because I don't know, she can twist it together, but she might need to add, I don't know. So I'm going to come back, show you what it looks like after I wash it, which will be Thursday because my retie is on Friday. And then I'll definitely show you what it looked like on Friday. So I'll see you soon. All right, I'm back like I never left, but I did leave. It's been a few days. So I am like a bad YouTuber because I could have sworn in my transition I said I would come back after I washed my hair. And I did not remember until literally I got ready to get my retie. So I did wash my hair, but I did the exact same thing that I did in the video where I showed you how I styled my hair using a foam roller. So you didn't miss much, okay? So I'll link it up here, or you can definitely find it in my Sister Loc playlist. But I just got my retie. Today is July 1st. So got that done, and it had been 8 weeks, like I mentioned before. And my lactation was like, girl. She was like, it was a lot of new growth. And you could tell by, you know, I have my hair curl, I mean, you know, from wearing the rollers, but look how my hair is like literally just sitting on my shoulders. And I mean, you could just kind of tell the length, and you could tell how clean it's looking at the moment, you know, just by getting everything. And she was like, woo, this retie almost took me out. She said, good thing we moved you up until 1 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock. You know, she was like, girl, we've been like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, yeah, it might have been. But I'm going to turn around so you can see the back. But when I stood up, I was like, oh my God, I can just tell how long my hair has gotten. Like, it's insane. So I just cannot believe it, you know. So I just wanted to definitely come on, show you what my hair is looking like. What I had, for some reason, you know, when she reties my hair, it always, like, the part always goes this way, even though when I walk in the door, it's this way, but it's cool. You know, hair can kind of go both ways. So I just kind of want to show my little baby locks. You know, that shows you that we're like struggling. So right here, and she told me I was doing everything right, and that was a good thing that I was still braiding, especially this little part right here, because these locks are new and we're trying to get them. Girl, this sucker, I don't know but what we're doing here. Let me put my hand. Yeah, she's hanging on. She might not make it, but you know, we're gonna see. And this one is doing pretty well. So right here, but the homegirl right here, she might not make it. You see how thin. And we didn't even talk about that one. She's hanging on by a little, literally a thread. But, you know, she's like, my locks are doing really great. And she was really happy with the progress. She was like, she was really shocked at the growth also. We just like how full it's looking. So it's looking good. I can't complain. So, I mean, when I got up out the chair, I was like, oh, I kind of feel like right now when they talk about, like, back in the day, you know, they used to say, like, when you took your wrap down, it's like, oh, she got the butters. I feel like my locks are the butters. I definitely feel like this is still the best decision could have made for myself. She did tell me don't wash it for 2 weeks, which is not even an issue anymore, because now that my hair has gotten so much thicker that, you know, it's not even an issue. And probably just because of where, you know, some of the new locks. I didn't ask her why, but I was just like, it's not even an issue. So I just figured where, you know, some of the locks are a little bit new, just to kind of give them a chance to a little settle in. I should have asked her, and I could have given you a better reason. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a bad YouTuber, okay? But I just definitely wanted to come in so you could see what it's looking like right after the retie, and I loving it. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm not going to hold you. I don't really have too many comments. I've kind of said everything I've had to say. Everything I said about, you know, just me really having to go through and separate my hair throughout the weeks because of my hair texture and everything just getting so, you know, kind of like tangled. She was like, yeah, that's true. I mean, last night when I braided, I braided every part of my hair last night before I washed it. And I just went through and I just literally just made sure that everything was separated. And there was still a couple things that she had to separate today. So the grid is looking intact. It's looking clear right now versus, you know, after it's grown out. My favorite time after a retie is usually like 1 to 2 weeks after a retie. I love how it looks, but I'm really loving how it looks now. Like, this is my favorite time after a retie for sure. And it's possibly because it just looks so full. It looks healthy. And it's just like, it's here. And, you know, I kind of have a goal by October. I'm going to homecoming, back to homecoming. And I want my hair to be like here. I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to make it. So we're saying about here. I think it's going to work. So I will talk to you guys later. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this video. I'm just trying to keep you abreast of my update, you know, keep you abreast of what's going on with my locks. Not to mention, I was just noticing a lot of things since I hadn't gone that long without a retie. And I want you guys to see what it looked like, you know, fresh, because I never did a video when it was fresh. And if I did, I don't exactly remember, okay? But leave me a comment down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video. Now, like I do mention in all of my other lock videos, primarily I am a makeup channel and I enjoy doing makeup, okay? But if you want to see how my locks are looking in between, I do post quite regularly. Lately, it's been a little slacking. I've been pretty busy with travel, but I'm hoping to get back on it, you know, so you can always come in and kind of see what my hair is looking like in between time. So that is a good thing. And, you know, I hope you stay around for the makeup too, as well as the locks. But give this video a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because, you know, I would love to have you here in my little makeup family / lock community. And if you don't know how we end the videos around here, we gotta hit it with the chair dance, okay? So that's how I end my videos. We hit it with the chair dance. So with all that being said, you already know what time it is. It's time for the chair dance, chair dance. Hey, 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 chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. Hey. Chair. All right, y'all. Bye.